We are in Montana. I'm so excited. I absolutely love it here. I don't want to leave, but more on that later. Tonight we're going to do a Walmart stealth camp, and I just want to let people know when I say stealthy, that doesn't mean that I'm necessarily doing something wrong, but I'm just always trying to like keep it low key, especially in areas that are high tourist and that it's really popular for tourists to be coming through. This particular Walmart, I will tell you that it is very popular for travelers and RVers and van lifers and everybody, but I'm still gonna keep it stealth as much as possible because it is a little bit unclear in some parts about sleeping there. But we're gonna go to the part of the parking lot where there are not signs and hope for the best. I picked this place because it has a little bit of shade for the morning so I don't get so hot. I'm not like right exactly where all the RVs are, so in case there's some kind of knocking in the night, you know, where they just want to clear out, so hopefully I won't get caught up in all that. I usually like sit in one place for a while and I see how I feel about it, and I didn't like that place even though I liked the light. I didn't like, I'll show you in a second, but I like for there to be like an island, like an indentation, if that makes sense. I didn't like the traffic going by me like how it was. There's not as much light here, but I mean, the police cameras are right there, so that makes me feel relatively safer, I guess. We may have a little complication here. I'm noticing security. I thought before it was just a random vehicle when I was back on the other side, but it looks like he's driving around. He was not here the other night. I slept here a few nights ago, so this is a new twist. I better get these window coverings up. Okay, so I have to warn you, the car camper is a little bit discombobulated. I didn't have a chance to really clean it up very much. Stuff gets really messy in here. A lot of people say I'm very unorganized, disorganized, everything's a mess. Yeah, that might be true, but I also know that there's so many variables that it just always, it gets messy. Like if you are gonna put something away and then at that moment, like let's say something happens on the street and you have to turn your attention to something, or Parker starts barking, and I just don't always, sometimes I put things down and I don't always get back to it because I may have to move or something, so I don't really feel badly about it. It's just a very unique reality, and it's something that you have to experience to actually be able to like understand it. So anyway, so for dinner tonight, we are going to use this. I have something really fun I'm going to make. It was really expensive. I did not know it was going to be this expensive, and I would have put it back, but I was talking to the person who worked at this Asian market, and I felt like it would have been really awkward to be like, oh, actually I don't want to buy this after all, because the price, it looked different from what I thought it was. But we're gonna cook it up anyway. It should be good. I'll show you what's going on out around us in a little while. There's still a lot of people coming and going from the store, so we'll just wait a little while and then we'll scope out our surroundings. So I'm having shrimp dumplings. Did you hear dumpling? How is my little dumpling? How is my little nugget? You're tired. We went for quite an extensive walk today. There's so many amazing parks in Montana, but I have not been out hiking because frankly I am rather scared of grizzly bears. I know it. I'm just, yeah, I'm not there yet. Maybe someday I'll feel more confident, but there's a lot of places I can't really take this car unless I'm very prepared for it. Yeah, I have to say, I do love the Midwest, and car camping is a lot easier there. There's not as many like restrictions, there's not as many signs up in the upper Midwest, and I do miss that. But it is nice to get a break. It really is. It is nice to see mountains. I'm not saying I want to live here. I have to head back because I have some commitment to the Midwest coming up. But I have to tell you, being out here, this has just whet my appetite. And I'm coming out again, and the next time I'm gonna come out for longer. So many campers, so many people with cargo boxes and rooftop tents, and just so many people like just being outside. And I don't know, I just love the vibe. I love it, but it is really expensive. Whoa, those smell really strong. Look at those. Interesting. I'll just cook them all, and then I'll have some that I don't eat tonight I can have for breakfast. I've been using this setup for just over a year now, and it is still going strong. This thing is great. I love this thing because it works so much faster than like my Hot Logic. I mean, don't get me wrong, I adore my Hot Logic. I love it for like when I'm traveling and I'm planning ahead, but when I want something to heat up quickly, this thing is great. Parker, we need to talk. Do you remember last week when we talked about how Walmart was out of one flavor of food? Yes, you remember that discussion? I have some good news. I went back to Walmart and they had the filet mignon. That's what happened when I patronized Walmart. Yes. Yes. I have one more question. Are you ready for the question? Okay. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Oh yeah, top sirloin. That's what it was. 27 watts. How was it? Did you like your dinner? You need to get your hair cut. It's time haircut. Oh, it needs more time. What are you so happy about? You're so happy. You're so happy you like Montana? You like Montana? There's big dogs out here though. They're well behaved though. It looks like my dumplings are finished. And now the big question is, how badly do I want soy sauce with it? Soy sauce would really make it better. It would make it good, but I know what. I'll set a timer for 2 minutes. And if I don't find it in 2 minutes, then that's it. Yeah, 2 minutes. What is this? Oh my gosh, I actually found it. I am very surprised. I think I did have it in the vicinity. I better hold on to it before I lose it again. So I'm having some second thoughts about getting a cargo box on my car. I'm entertaining the thought of putting something else on top. Maybe you can guess what it is. But after this summer, I just came to appreciate my auxiliary abode so much that I'm considering not doing the cargo box in favor of something else. And I know I will suffer for not putting that cargo box up. I will suffer to some degree. But I just, seriously, when you live in a car full time, I just feel like I need a break sometimes, especially for my sleep. And I just want to have like a separate sleeping area. I mean, it wouldn't be all the time. I mean, obviously I couldn't really do this in most Walmart lots, although I think some maybe I could, but I probably would not because it wouldn't lock. But there's so many places I could put it up. I'd be wondering what you all think about that. I think it's something that could make life a little bit easier because I enjoyed being in the tent so much, but it's not always that easy to put a tent on the ground. And I also had some issues with picking up some bugs and bringing that back into the car, which I was not really crazy about. But this, I would be able to leave my bedding up there. Anyway, I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but I'm starting to think about it. I guess we'll see what happens. All right, let's give this a try. This is what it looks like. This better be good because it wasn't cheap. Yeah, it's better than I thought. So light. Very tasty. Maybe this is how Walmart can enforce no overnight parking in their lots. See, they probably just sent their security home. They probably didn't even need to have security here because they can just send out like the loudest, most annoying cleaning, sweeping truck that literally goes in circles. I mean, they could like take out 2 birds with the same rock, right? Like, yeah, they don't need to pay their security people. Just let those annoying trucks run all night and then they'll chase everybody out. Although they probably won't because nobody has anywhere else to go. Because it's not a van life friendly city at all. It's really not. Right off, I noticed that when I got out west, it is like not as friendly like in the city. Oh my goodness. It is so loud. I was just thinking about how I am actually missing the upper Midwest. I mean, the upper Midwest, I mean, it's just so boring sometimes, and it's like, I'll want to travel so badly. Like this time, I just had to get out of there. I was like, I need to see mountains. I need a change. Like, I have been there. Oh my gosh, like, I need a change, right? And yeah, so it was nice to have a change. It was nice to get a break. But then at the same time, now I'm like, I just want like stability back. Like, I just want to be able to like go out into the country, just wherever, dispersed camping, and not worry about grizzly bears. I don't have the bandwidth to make the preparations necessary to camp around grizzly bears. What that requires to take all of my canned foods and put them in a bear locker, that's just too much. I just can't. Yeah, I just kind of missed the upper Midwest. I fell asleep at this gas station driving out here, and it was really late and I needed to stop. And the lady was very well aware that I had slept at her gas station. She was very nice to me when I went in the next morning to buy coffee and some breakfast. She said, "So are you heading back to," naming the state on my license plate. So she was very aware of that. Where in the upper Midwest, I mean, just there's so many, I don't know, there's so many like big gas station chains, and they're 24 hours, and I give so much of my money to those people. So I actually don't really sleep in them unless there's, I don't know, like I'm taking a nap or something. I don't really plan to sleep at a gas station unless there's a bad storm or something. I don't know why, but if I do, if it does turn out to where I sleep at a gas station, it is like, oh my goodness, it is so not a big deal. So I'm kind of missing the upper Midwest a bit, but at the same time, it's kind of lonely because I don't know anybody who does what I do in the upper Midwest. Like everybody that I can think of, they're just in other places or they're traveling. And yeah, I'm trying to get to that point where I can meet more people. Absolutely. So I don't know. I'm just still kind of working everything out, to be honest. Oh, okay. I got a mean comment. Fun. It says, so technically you are not homeless living in your car. You often go to your apartment and stay the night. Emoji. There's a difference between living in your vehicle and just doing videos to make money claiming to be homeless. I choose to no longer watch your videos. Okay, first of all, I guess I'll give her an ounce of grace here, because I guess that could be a little bit confusing, because when I was doing my work camping video, I'm so tired. When I was doing my work camping job, I did physically have an apartment, but instead of quitting YouTube, I just kept going on little trips and making videos. Yeah, but I always said I lived in an apartment. I never, like, you guys know that. Like, I was always, like, very transparent about living in an apartment because I made a big deal video about moving out of the apartment. So I think that she needs to watch more of my videos. And the other thing I'm puzzled about is that I never claimed to be homeless. I said sarcastically that I was homeless in the video where I moved into my car. I said, I guess I'm officially homeless now. But I do not identify as homeless because that would be really silly, because I have everything I need. If anybody's going to be labeling anybody homeless, it should be because they need to be classified as something to receive help. Like, why else would we refer to people as homeless? That's just my opinion. I don't think we should be calling anybody homeless unless they're wanting help or something. I cannot control what other people call me, and I don't really know what she means though. And as far as for money, well, yeah, of course I make videos for money. I mean, I wish I could do it for free, but I mean, we all have to live. You know, if I had all the time in the world, I love making videos. Like, I would just make videos. Like, if I just had like UBI or something, I would make videos. But the problem is that I can't do videos for free because I have to have an income. So if I weren't doing videos, I'd have to do something else. So I don't know what she's talking about. I have no idea what she's talking about. Like, that makes no sense to me. I responded, I don't have an apartment. I also do not identify as homeless living in my car and just doing videos to make money claiming to be homeless. Even if I was homeless, like, how would that, what it seems like here is that she's accusing me of living in an apartment and then going and filming videos in a car, making it look like I'm homeless. And I gotta tell you, she's way more put together than I am. That's way too organized for me. I have no idea, but it's just so funny to me. It's like so funny. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. And it's like, and if I were doing that, then like why? That's like this comment, the more I think about this comment from this person, it just makes no sense. If I were trying to pretend that I was homeless, then why would I show that I had an apartment to begin with? That makes no sense. I should do a video sometime where I just read the mean comments. But the meanest comments actually would never get read because they're too mean. There actually are very bad comments, and a lot of those YouTube will filter for me, so they never make it to the main feed. But the ones that are really, really nasty, I just block those people. So unless I take a screenshot, which I really don't do. Like these are like funny, mean comments. Like I should do like a video where I read the funny mean comments. Not, yeah, like where they say like your poor dog is like in jail or something. Your poor dog looks like he's in jail. It's like, I will bet that a very large percentage of the people who say, poor dog, I would bet my life that a large percentage of the people saying that are the people who leave their dogs in crates and go off to work for 8 hours, 9 hours. I would not be surprised. Hi, Parker. Hi, Parker. Parker. Hi. How are you? What do you want? Is it potty? You wanna go potty? Say yes? Huh? Can you help motivate me? Huh? Say yes? Okay, you little dumpling, you nugget. All right, let's go. Let's find your leash. Yeah. I think there's somebody out there. Definitely hear somebody out there walking. I definitely heard footsteps. I'm trying to find out where these footsteps are coming from. Not that people aren't allowed to walk around. I don't hear it anymore. I do kind of feel safer in the upper Midwest. I will admit, I do feel safer sleeping in the car. All right, I'm going to bed. Check out the beautiful nature at Walmart. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh, somebody's on high alert. Okay, leave it. Leave it. We survived a night at Walmart. We didn't get the knock, we didn't get towed, everything's fine. Sometimes I can feel a little awkward waking up in places like this, but I don't regret my decision to leave my apartment and live in my car full time. Some people may see this as, oh, I just ended up homeless. And here I am waking up in a Walmart parking lot. I am not homeless. I am not homeless. I've just had a little more time to reflect over the mean comment last night, and I am not homeless. I could go and work in the warehouse job and rent an apartment. I have that option. There are some people, they do not have that option. But I think we all know that I really can't. I can, but I can't. If you followed me long enough, you know that I can do these things for a time. If I were to have an emergency and I needed to go do that, I would go do that. But for the long-term future, I cannot. And this is not an easy life. It's not a comfortable life. I hope to get an upgrade of a vehicle, and I think that will make life more productive and better for me. Parker, how are you feeling? Was there a menacing bird that was threatening our existence? You go to the park? Yes? Let's go, bye-bye. Do you know where we are right now? Yeah, Parker made it out of jail, thank goodness.